Okay, everybody. Just checking the levels, and it looks like it's working. My name is Rick, and when we last left off with number 44, we had this funny behavior. So let me show you this. Oh, we also had this. I meant to pop this up here. Maybe it was this. Should have renamed this file. Yeah. So right now we had a program that colored in the keys for the letters that you played. But with the last change that I made, trying to make these colors be green here in the keyboard, I ended up making a mess of things. So let's take a look at this issue, and I'm just going to go off screen and start coding, but there's one key consideration about this that I'll get into. But my goal today is just to make it work the way it used to work, and then to think hard about how to get the different colors going. I think I can get it. So let's hope this comes up soon. Okay, here it is. I'm gonna go and put in my keyword of price. See, I would like R here to be green. But then if I do arrows, I would like the I to be there, and the P and the C to be also similarly colored in white. So I gotta the issue was here. Is letter in the last guess? The problem is I'm only looking at the very last row to see if the letter has been played before. So I went away and thought, well, I guess I'm gonna have to make that different data structure after all. But we had this function here, and let me pop up this other window, the Wordle game test. The model already allows us to access the used letters array. And here, using the used letters array, I can see that it's always going to be 5, and I can also get whether or not the letter exists. So technically, I don't need this function, isLetterInLastGuess. I can just be in this function to be determined, which I'm calling. It's a terrible function name, but I can do this check here, is letter in last guess, could simply be is use letters array first index of, and have it be a true. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to get rid of this function, isLetterInLastGuess, and I'm going to replace it with usedLettersAry, and see if that makes things better. I'm going to go off screen, and you're going to see some code be written and modified and so on and so forth, and I'll come back and hope. Okay, we'll catch you very soon. Hey everybody, as you see here, that's a success right there. I don't know if I like that I've exposed it so much here, but I'm at that point in this project 45 episodes in, where I'm starting to get a little tired of looking at this game. But this check, first index not equal to nil, this probably should be in the model. There probably should be a function in the model that says, is this letter K in the game, so that it's not super apparent what it's doing here. But hey, that's the hand we're dealt. This does work. So now I got to do this to be determined. Now I got to get the letter and the color. And here I'm going to have to do that loop through all the keys, through all the guess arrays. So the next step is for me to change this. Let me first commit this code. And we know it's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Plus there's also this, but we're going to change that too. So let's commit this. Yeah, removed. That's pretty wild to just wholesale remove that function. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And see how it's used here. Yeah, that's what we're making use of, right? usedLettersAry. Oh boy, it bothers me. I've had this error before. Let's see, is it still? Yeah, I think it's. I had this before and I had to repeat a commit, and what's funny is that there's also an environment that I think has the last commit in it. Let me just quickly look in my Git folder. Yeah, commit edit message. Yeah, see how this has it in there? So if I do git commit, let me save this. You know, it doesn't have that, I think, and there's a way I think to see, that time it worked, but that trick with the, yeah, I'm not sure if that's a viable thing to count on. I certainly remember it. If I do a man, let's see if it will bring up something. Git man pages do document all of the stuff that's in this .git directory. Might even be in another thing, but anyway, this is a kind of a rabbit hole. Nope, not in here. I don't know if that's going to ever come back now. Minus K says, find me any manual page that has a mention of this keyword. And I guess there's a lot of manual pages in the Mac, but I'm going to go off screen. What we're going to do is change to be determined to get what the correct color is for this key, for this letter, which is K. And for that, we're just going to go into here and not just loop through the guesses array, but all the arrays, all of the elements in the array. So, yeah, and yeah, we're just going to do a full loop like that, and then we're just going to get the tuple using letter with color. So let's just code that up. It's just an extra loop around here, and we're also going to get rid of this body, which we don't use. So that's what I'm going to do next off screen. This thing is never going to come back. And man, let's just look at the -k switch. Equivalent to apropos, and apropos, oh, equivalent to apropos. Search the whatis database for strings. So I don't know. Wow, it just finished. Do I have that in here? Do I have the whatis database? Wow, I do. What is get? Okay, yeah, you learn something every moment if you're paying attention. And apparently I have this whatis database. And it's just a gigantic index on all of the manual pages in the system. And apropos loops through that index and returning manual pages. Very interesting. Well, let's go back to coding this to be determined. We'll also try to come up with a good name for it. So I'll catch you all on the other side. Okay, we got some new code, and I didn't change the function name. I also added this bit of safety here. I don't want to do any of this logic if there's no guesses. The other thing I'm doing is I'm doing a reverse of the array because we're pushing the guesses to the new guesses to the end. So what we want to do is look at the guesses in reverse order so that the newest guesses are first. And that means that when we get all 6, presumably there will be, when we get all 5 letters correct, presumably we'll see them all here as green. So let's try it. Bummer. Oh, look, no, I'm still doing return green. Oh, wait a minute. To be determined K. So R should be green here. Oh. Yeah, so it's in here. R. Else. It's not in here, so. Oh no, here I didn't do this. I have to do the setting of the attributes. I still haven't set the color. That's what this is saying here. Color is never used. Code after return will never be executed. That part I knew, and I thought about it. But here they're saying color was never used, which is this one. We're going to change that right now. We're going to go up and we're going to do this thing. Make sure we do the keyboard display. Now, when the word is in the system, we want it to do this thing where the color pair is white. So even when it's none, we want it to draw white. And if it's not in the previous array, then we set the attribute to be nothing. The default, I mean, you need a default. Chances are we won't need it, but it feels safer to set this here, like this. Okay, let's see what this gives us. So, interesting. I thought I had it, but we already don't have it here. So let's do it. Yeah, that's a sign of success right there. That's totally a sign of success. Let's do arose. Yeah, and then if I do mangy, yeah, see the behavior of the A. Even though I got the A before with a green, it's now colored with yellow because that's the most recent color. But if I do aroma, you now see that, well, there's only 4 letters here, but all right, that's great. That's great. So we can declare success. I'll take a screenshot of this thing for the next yeah, I think let's just end on a high note. End on a real high note. This is great. Let's in fact play a game. Oh, let's get rid of this part here. And we got to rename this function. Get color. In fact, to be determined, I don't know why it's returning a tuple. It can just return the color. So let's go through that little exercise. This is fantastic. So let's do a little bit more. Okay, got a little excited about this last change here. Just a string, so we can just do it right here. We don't have to do that plus equals business. Yeah, probably some other little things we could clean up. But let's go and see how this. Whoa, wait a minute. String was never mutated. thought about that. Let me make this a let here. It's never mutated, but I'm going to assign it again. So price rose mangy apple aroma. Yeah, so this is great. This is great. I think the very next time that we come on to talk about this game, we can start thinking about what I call the end pieces, namely, how do I get it out to people? That I might have to spend some time offline to figure out what the procedure is for that, because this is a old Apple computer. It's not new. I don't have a developer account, and I can't. It's weird trying to push out a terminal game, but and then there's the other things having to do with the dictionary and how do we play one game per day, on and on. But this is what I wanted to see, this kind of keyboard that looks like this with the successful letters. Yeah, I'm excited. So yeah, let's commit this. Let's do a build. Let's just build and make sure it's clean. Another last minute bit we can do is to do a pull request. We can do it online together for the Swift Curses term. Yeah, so this built clean, and now we can just do the commit. Yeah. We're gonna... Yeah, all good stuff. All good stuff. Now, I'm being fussy with the commit message because I like them to be under 50 characters. I work with developers who, for them, they don't care about that. But this is my repo, and I'm going to do it the way I like to do it. But it does means I have to stretch things around a bit. And maybe yeah, that's good enough. The other thing about this game, you saw that it was very performant. It looping through this second loop here made no difference. I think one of the keys is that as soon as it finds a letter, it returns. So it'll abandon the loop if it finds a letter. So only that last letter, the very first letter of the very first guess, feels, quote, slow. But again, the computer's very fast, so it's not worth considering. As an exercise, it might be good to add these into that dictionary function. with the color string and the tuple perhaps, but it's doesn't feel necessary to me at this time. And I feel like this is going to be a good one-over, but the dictionary is still a bit of a mess, so we're going to hold off doing the tag. It might be a few days before I come back and do the conclusive episode. I'm trying to get to the title card here. This one, no. The episode 46 or 47. Yeah, it'll be episode 46. But this feels pretty good to me as it is now. And the question is, how do I get a binary installed? How do I get a binary shipped out to other people? Do I make those mysterious DMG files? Should I make a public key? I don't know. But it's exciting finish to me, and I really thank you for checking this out, seeing what real programming looks like. And the next time you see me, I'll be doing stuff on my my other stream, which has to do with playing with Unix. It's a little more laid back, and it's a little more interactive. Oh God, this is even the wrong one. Let me get the right slide here. But episode number 4 of this stream is just me talking about tmux, and it'd be cool if you are interested in tmux to join me on that. And it certainly won't be as heavy, or as it won't be like programming. I'll just be showing you stuff on the terminal, tmux, stuff I do in between programming. So really appreciate it that you check this out, and I thank you. We'll catch everybody next time.